name is Michael, giving you the big wave down here in the Wild Coast at the Vancouver Aquarium. Thank you for those waves back. And also, how is everyone's day going so far? Alright, that's fantastic to hear. Hopefully your day's about to get even better because we are now starting our Dolphin program. Today's program should probably start off with us introducing you to the animals we'll be working with. The first one, who you do see already at that blue dock, is Chester, our false killer whale. But we also have Helen, our Pacific white-sided dolphin, who just popped up right beside him. And today, joining us on our dock, we have a large number of people here today. We have Tiana, who is the trainer to my right. We have Kristen. We also have our veterinarians, Barb and Chelsea. And a stranger in the green coat who I do not know. Hi. Oh, perfect. So today they will be working with our dolphins today, doing a lot of different healthcare training sessions. But I think to start off, we should give a huge round of applause to our trainers, our vet staff, and of course, our wonderful dolphins. Dolphins have been dazzling human beings for many, many years, and that's great for us here at the Vancouver Aquarium, because dolphins, like the ones you see in front of you, are actually facing a greater chance of survival in our oceans because of recent programs developed here at the Vancouver Aquarium. And in fact, both of these dolphins are both rescued and rehabilitated animals. Helen was found on the coastline of Japan, and when she was first found, she was accidentally caught in fish fishing nets. And because of this, she was brought to a rescue facility where, due to this event, she did have to have portions of her pectoral flippers removed. Because of this, she was deemed a non-releasable animal by the government, because it is the government that decides whether an animal can go back out into our oceans, not us here at the Vancouver Aquarium. And she now will be cared for here at the Vancouver Aquarium since 2005. But now with Chester, his story is a little bit different. He was found on the coastline of Vancouver Island when he was roughly 1 month old. And we don't know why he was separated from his family group, but we did know that he was in urgent need of medical attention. So we brought him to our Marine Mammal Rescue Center, where we were able to give him round-the-clock medical care to rehabilitate him into the strong and healthy animal you do see before you today. But he was still deemed a non-releasable animal by the Department of Fisheries and Oceans Canada, which is a portion of our government, and now he has a home here at the Vancouver Aquarium alongside Helen. Our Marine Mammal Rescue Center has been going on for over 50 years, rescuing and rehabilitating orphaned and injured dolphins and marine mammals. And to talk to you a little bit more about the work that we do with our animals here at the Vancouver Aquarium, I'm going to pass you over to trainer Kristen.
Sorry about that, Mike. There we go. Now we're back on business. Multitasking is definitely one of the things that we get very good at here at the Vancouver Aquarium. What we're doing right now is we're actually doing some ultrasounds on our animals. So a lot of people, when they think of ultrasounds, they think of pregnancy. Well, obviously we're doing this with Chester, so we do not suspect that Chester is pregnant. He is a male animal, but there are lots of different reasons to do ultrasound process, and those could be just to check out their body parts. The internal organs is a great way to look at inside of their bodies and make sure they're just as healthy on the inside as they appear to be on the outside. You can see our animals are really comfortable with this, and it's really awesome for them because we want to have them very comfortable with anything that we ever do with them. It is the most important thing that we do to take the best possible care of our animals, these advanced husbandry behaviors. And it can be something even like voluntary blood samples, voluntary urine samples, fecal swabs, voluntary x-rays recently we've been working on with these guys. And all these things do require a lot of trust. As you can imagine, in this position, Chester is holding his breath for me. And we're actually going to, I can actually have Barb pull the probe away real quick, and we're going to go ahead and take that from him because we want this to be a really positive experience. And Chester was being very patient right there, and he was very nice and relaxed right there at the end. And that's exactly what we're looking for our animals. We want this to be a really positive experience for them. Because if anybody has gone to a doctor's office or gone to a veterinary office with your animals, you know that those things sometimes are scary for both people and animals. And we never want that to be the case with our animals. So making sure that this is always positive positive is a great way to ensure that they are voluntarily participating in their healthcare. So that is the only way that you can do any of these things with these animals. Chester is over 9 feet long, and Chester is also about 230 kilograms. So if Chester does not want to do an ultrasound, there is absolutely nothing that I can do about that. So we really rely on that strong bond of trust between us and the animals, and it's what enables us to make sure that their health care is the best possible that we can offer them. There's lots of other reasons to train, including for research behaviors for that. That's back to you, Michael.
Well, thank you so much for all of that, Kristen. And I'd love to talk to you all about some of the research programs we've helped with here at the Vancouver Aquarium. One in specific was when New Zealand researchers came to us with a suction cup track that they were using to track the movements of the dusky dolphin off of their coastline. And now the suction cup tracker was falling off of the animal's body pretty quickly after placing it, so they needed to figure out how they could make it stay on the animal's body longer. So they brought it here to the Vancouver Aquarium and placed it on the body of Helen. And asked her to do a lot of high energy displays, like the ones you're seeing right there, underwater dolphins. You got a great look at that. And why they chose Helen is because the Pacific white-sided dolphin is very similar in anatomy to the dusky dolphin. And again, they asked her to do those high energy displays to try to knock this suction cup tracker off of her body. And with the work that they did with Helen, they were actually able to develop a much more efficient suction cup tracker that could stay on the body of the dusky dolphin longer, which allowed them to understand where these dusky dolphins were going and why they were starting to disappear from the coastline of New Zealand. But here at the Vancouver Aquarium, we do have some research programs of our own. In fact, you can help us out with some of them. In fact, you can help us out with the BC Cetacean Sightings Network. And what we're doing is trying to understand the local movement of cetacean species off of our coastline. And cetaceans are made up of dolphins, porpoises, and whales. And in fact, has anyone ever seen a dolphin, porpoise, or whale off of the coastline of British Columbia before? Alright, I'm seeing a few nodding heads, a few hands going up. That's fantastic. And whenever you see these animals, definitely contact us at the BC Cetacean Sightings Network. The easiest way to do this is through our app called Whale Report, all one word. And this will give us a better idea of the movements of these local cetacean species off of our coastline. But we do know it's a little bit hard to tell them apart because there are 5 different species of dolphins off of our coastline. And don't worry folks, here at the Vancouver Aquarium we have developed a few techniques for you all to become sightings experts. The first thing you want to do when you see one of these animals is look at the color of the animal you are seeing. Because you might have noticed that Helen has a few different colors on her body. She has that white belly, those lighter gray sides, and that dark gray back. And why she has all of these colors is for an adaptation of camouflage called counter shading. And as she spins there, you can see all of those different colors. And now how counter shading works is, let's say Helen is swimming through the water and she has predators all around her. These predators will actually have a harder time seeing Helen from different angles because of those colors on her body. But now with Chester, his coloration is a little bit different. He more has that solitary dark gray coloration around his body and then that light gray strip on his belly. And why he doesn't have all of these colors like Helen does is because the false killer whale is an animal that lives further off of the coastline in deeper, darker waters where researchers believe that this camouflage adaptation is not as necessary. But after looking at the colors of these animals, the next thing you want to do is look at the size of the animal you're seeing. Helen is roughly about 6.5 feet in length, which is actually a little bit smaller than the Pacific white-sided dolphins you can find off of our coastline. Because again, she's from that Japanese population that doesn't grow quite as large. So if you do see an animal that looks almost identical to Helen off of our coastline, but it's just a little bit bigger, you're probably still seeing a Pacific white-sided dolphin. But now with Chester, he's only about 2.5 years old, and he still definitely has some growing to do because you can already see he's bigger than Helen. So if you do see an animal that looks a lot like Chester off of our coastline, but is much bigger, you're probably still seeing a false killer whale. But after looking at the coloration of the animal, after looking at the size of the animal, the last thing you want to do is look at the dorsal fin of the animal. Because the dorsal fin is sort of seen as the fingerprint of a dolphin. And if we look at Helen's dorsal fin, as it came out of the water just there, you might have noticed it had 2 distinct colorations on it. Oh, and you can see it again right there. But with Chester, he again has that one that solitary dark gray coloration on his dorsal fin. And if you ever do see an animal off of our coastline, like dolphin, whale, or porpoise, definitely take a photo of that dorsal fin, send it to us at the BC Cetacean Sightings Network, and we'll actually compare that photo to our database of dorsal fin photos to see if we can figure out the exact individual dolphin that you are seeing. But there is still a lot that we can learn from dolphins off of our coastline. And in fact, dolphins, just like Helen and Chester, do face a greater chance of survival in our oceans because of research programs developed here at the Vancouver Aquarium, just like the BC Cetacean Sightings Network. And how the Sightings Network works is whenever you see these animals, contact us and we'll actually send researchers to your exact location so we can better understand the movements of these local cetacean species off of our coastline. Because here at the Vancouver Aquarium, we are a non-profit organization dedicated to the conservation of aquatic life. And this really is only possible because of the help and support of every single one of you in our audience here today. So on behalf of myself, our trainers, our vet staff, and of course our wonderful dolphins, I want to thank you so much for joining us here today at the Vancouver Aquarium. Thank you so much for coming, folks, and please do have an absolutely wonderful day. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us, folks. And if you do have any questions, feel free to come on down to the bridge to my right. My name is Michael. I'll be more than happy to answer those for you. But if you do want to see a few other programs here today at the Vancouver Aquarium, I definitely suggest that you go check out our 4D movie playing on the 15-minute mark of every hour. It is Coastal Predators Today, which is the story of the sardine run off the eastern coast of South Africa, and you can witness all of the different species of animals that come in to get a great meal from this sardine run. Also, it's narrated by David Attenborough, so you can't really go wrong with that. So I definitely suggest you go check that out. But again, my name is Michael. Please do have a wonderful day here at the